What is up, YouTube? This is your girl Killer Rose. Right now I'm at the gym. I know it's very late. It's later than what I, go in. Today I was pretty tired, very tired actually. Um, I was, packing. So, if you don't know what it is, again, it's just daily stuff people do at a warehouse. Basically, you get an item and you pack it, whatever, they want you to pack it. Sometimes they either want you, if it's a small item, they probably want you to, stuff it with brown paper. Like if you like get your Amazon package, right? I already know, so they already have like brown paper, to stuff it in, so that way that actual item doesn't move around and it gets damaged or something like that. And sometimes they do that, and then there's other times where where they don't. Sometimes it really depends on what kind of company you're working for and whatnot. So anyways, it's just more like you're in a cubicle, and I'm okay with that, but like I get so freaking tired by the end of the day because you're mainly just sitting there. And then the good thing about it is that I'm able to get my own supplies and my own boxes and whatnot. And I used to work at Macy's, so at a warehouse, which is so cool. I actually miss working there. Not that I'm saying that the job that I'm working at is not good or anything. I'm just saying that like they give you, like during the holidays, they give you at least 90 hours for people to work. At least from the state of Arizona. I'm not sure if there's any other states that allows you to work as much as you would want to. So, but anyways, that is a big deal. You can make a lot of money, especially during the night shifts. I miss working at night shifts. And one is because I get a lot of time, in my day. I would say about 5 to like 3:30. I think that's what the schedule is, if I recall. Like 5 in the evening to 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sure if it's 3 o'clock or 3:30, but it's just been a while. So Sunday through Wednesday, you get your weekends off, and it is like a blessing in disguise. And I don't know what I was thinking. If you're working part-time, definitely get yourself a Roth IRA. Only because usually a 401k, that's when you only get like full-time benefits. So if I would have known earlier on that I need to get in Roth IRA, I think I would have had more investments in other things in my name. So that's just one thing. I'm not saying that I'm rich, I'm not saying that I'm poor. It's just that I've learned a lot a bit late. And it's the best but the worst things that I've done in my early 20s is not investing in myself. And I invested in a lot of people that didn't deserve that. And of course, sure, they were kind to me at one point. Like, I gotta say this again, at one point they were kind, but in the end they weren't. So I'm not gonna say anything bad, because I already told you, or everyone here, that I'm saying bygones is bygones, and they're not in control in my life anymore, which I thank God for that, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that definitely invest in yourself. You gotta learn a lot of things by your own. That's one thing being an adult, is that no one's gonna hold your hand and tell you that that you need to save money, that you need to have future investments, that you need to just to not get into debt. I don't have any debt, thank God. There's a lot of people out there in the world, you can find it anywhere, on like people like having to pay sometimes $1,400 so $1,400 every single month just to get and pay for a car that they can't afford, or sometimes even more than that. And then it just like it gets you like to a place where you feel, sometimes you feel like you're a slave, really, like literally. And then on top of that, I've seen like a poll or something that was like, I don't know, it was so irritating, because people were like, like, I guess there was like a poll about like, what would you do if you earned like I forgot what are those called. That's why I don't gamble a lot. So I really don't. It's, for me, it's a waste of time. Sometimes people are good at it, some are not, and I'm one of those people that are not good at it. And I don't want to figure it out how I could be good at it, because that just gives you like a trap almost. So I preferably don't want to be in that situation. But it was a lotto ticket. That's what it was. What would you do if you won $1,000 from a lotto ticket? And okay, so I'm like, well, for $1,000, it's not that much. And it says that how much would you give a homeless person? I'm like, well, honestly, like I get it. Like, $1,000 may seem like a lot, but it really isn't. It really is not a whole lot. And I mean, here's why. I've worked at a place where I would get $1,000 every single month, but that was back in 2016 through 2017. And thanks to God, I was able to go half with my parents, which is, you shouldn't do. You shouldn't co-sign. It's just a waste of time. If you thinking about it, you might as well just save extra money just to purchase a car. Sorry. I'm just being honest there, because the whole relationships that you have with family members or your parents will change drastically as time goes on. So if my phone dies, or no, it's not gonna die, it's just that if it like overheats itself, then it's gonna stop this video. So if you're like working your way through and you're wondering what happened, is because it's so hot in here that it ends up overheating my phone. So what I'm trying to say is that your best luck is to save extra cash for a car. Don't make the rational decision on just like, you know what, I'm just gonna purchase this. I don't care if I have to pay like any interest. I don't care, I just want it now. And that just screws you over. So don't do that. Definitely save yourself the extra cash, so that way you can own the car. And what people fail to realize is that the car itself goes down, the value goes down, it doesn't go up. Not like a house, you can like do so many things with a house, but for me, I don't know, because I haven't purchased one myself. But most definitely when you are selling, it's always gonna go up, but who knows, honestly. But that's just my guess. I don't know that for sure, but like anything of value is gonna go down then go up. So your best bet is just to wait a bit and purchase something that you can own and that you can maintain, which is like maintenance costs and insurance and other things too, especially if you want to add extra to whatever car you're gonna use. And you gotta know exactly what kind of car you get, because sometimes like this right now, like the one that I'm driving, it might be my car, but at the same time it is a BMW. It's a luxury car, so you could imagine, you know, even though it's very old, it is still a pricey car. So, but what I'm trying to get is to people were saying that they weren't gonna, like, they wouldn't give anything towards a homeless person. And I'm like, you guys, if you want a lottery ticket, why? I mean, I get it. It could be the best thing in the entire world. You could probably pay bills or you know, get like stuff here and there. But people are reckless. People are like so they're so impatient when it comes to earning money. So another trap is, when you earn more money, you end up spending more money, and then you wonder where's all going. And you know, some people, like I said, they're reckless. They don't care what they do with their money, or they just don't know where their money is going. And that's just one thing, is that it's just nonsense. A lot of, you know, like, you don't want to just give at least $20, you know, to a homeless person. You would rather give zero than nothing, like, for nothing. Like, really? If I was in that spot, I would rather have someone give me at least $20, you know, or at least 40, just to, you know, get food and for me to shower. That's basically it. Because you could go to any gym or get a day pass at a gym, you know, if they allow that, and just say, you know, you save all the rest of the stuff. I'm sweating, sorry guys. You save anything that you get. Walgreens, I mean, it's expensive, but it's everywhere. But a little bit. Sometimes you can get good deals. But if I was really in the thick of it, I would definitely go to Walmart. You definitely gotta go price checking, but in this heat, a lot of people don't. Some of them just want to get one thing and get out. But definitely look at the prices here and there and see if it's worth, you know, buying it, because, you know, a lot of people don't compare stuff. You know, I mean, if you're going through like Fortnite skins, I'm gonna give an example. You want Fortnite skins, you see, you know, like 3 different ones. You can only choose one. Which one is more valuable to you? And yeah, a lot of people are gonna say, well, this second skin out of the 1 and 3 is better than anything. And you're like, well, I do like number 1, and 3 is pretty nice too, but I do want to get that one skin, and I'm just gonna purchase it, right? I don't know. You're gonna do your math on what you know, what the price is and how you're gonna sacrifice it. If you're gonna, you know, it's better to compare and know what prices is gonna work for you and what's gonna work for you best. It's just it's, you know, you gotta like think like you know, you gotta have a plan, like Dutch Vanderland says, right? You gotta have a plan. You need more money, but what you gonna do? if you don't have the money, you need to plan. You need to plan how to make money. And whether if it's going to warehouse, retail stores, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day, because if you're strapped for cash, you're gonna do whatever it's gonna take for you to at least have food in your belly, shower, for hygiene purposes, and other things too. But a lot of people are struggling, and it sucks. It really does suck to see them struggling. But me, yeah, I would definitely give someone, if I won a lotto ticket, I'm like, you know what? I have a job, I have a life, but they are less fortunately unable to support themselves. And yeah, sure, they might going through a tough time themselves, and maybe they have a drinking problem. Well, if I give them $1,000, it's for me, it's just I don't know that person, and I don't know what they're going through. So if they're gonna binge drink throughout the week and month, that's on them. I've tried to do something that's good, and what I believe that is good, and I try to believe that they're gonna do the right thing with the right, with the right kind of cash. And it is really not, we can't really pinpoint on who's gonna be trustworthy with money or not. We can't really go around and say, are you gonna use this $20 bill the right way? And I get it, sure, but at the end of the day, you're doing something good, at least in your heart, and that's what counts. But a lot of people are selfish these days, and I mean, if you look at the Squid Games for the new season, people do anything for cash, dude, and it's sad. And people don't want to give and let other people just to have a kind heart. It's tricky nowadays, but for me, it's no problem at all. $1,000 is not that much. Sorry, I'm like sweating like in here, so I'm gonna be going, guys. 17 minutes. It's gonna be 18 by the time it's all said and done. But yeah, that's just my rant for today. I just saw that poll and I was like, these people, I mean, yeah, sure, $1,000, it may seem like it's a lot to some, but it's really not. It's not, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of money, but at the end of the day, it's really not, if you think about it. If you're gonna save $1,000 in GTA, you're gonna be freaking out like crazy. In real life, it's almost seemed like it's impossible for you to see it yourself. And trust me, I thought the same way. I thought I would never save up a single penny in my name. And I'm not boasting or anything. I'm just saying that $1,000 is not that much if you really think about it. People save a lot more than they realize, and they spend a lot through subscriptions that every single movie or show that they want to watch, they could be like spending half as much as the month goes by. And you'd be surprised if you look at your transactions. It gives you a story and how you're living on a day-to-day basis. I don't know. That's just my heart, though. I give here and there. If I let them know, hey bro, I'm broke as well. I can barely get by. I'm sorry. The only thing I have with me is some water and just some electrolytes. That's all I can give. So do you want something or not? No, I'm just kidding. I don't talk like that, but it's like, that's just my honest opinion. If I don't have anything, I don't have anything to give. Or if I don't have cash with me, I don't have cash at hand. And so that's just the way it is. And I'd be honest and I'm truthful about it. But yeah, that's just my opinion. So if you do have anything to say, you know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I don't like have that open mindset for everyone here in this room, you know, or on the YouTube world. But that's just my opinion. So if you guys want to comment, please like and subscribe as well. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys later. I was gonna stay at home, but I just couldn't. I couldn't stay in there. I was like, I really want to work out and do this. But yeah. All right, guys. I'm sweating like crazy. So yeah, it's 9:20. I gotta get going. All right, guys. Bye.